Hey WCU, my name is Naeem. I'm sitting here in the athletic training building, and I'm with
Rebecca Dubas,
Haley Ostrander, Sam Ettinger,
and Corey Gentile.
And make sure you stay tuned for my segment with them later on in the show, because this episode of WCU Weekly starts right now.
Hello, Westchester University. I'm Colleen Fox.
and I'm Angelica Fenori.
And you just saw Naeem Brown, one of our WCU Weekly reporters. He was in the athletic training room on South Campus and got an exclusive interview. So be sure to tune in later in the episode because it was really great. You're not going to want to miss it.
And this episode is packed. If you thought last week was packed, just wait for this episode. We have Lauren Alexander, hopefully with some spring weather after that snowstorm out of nowhere. Ashley Williams is in the studio telling us more about Greek life here on campus and how they're trying to promote their positive energy. And Amber Key is also in the studio with some sports information. So I hear that we're doing really good. So that's great. Also, we have two guests coming on who are here to talk about Conquer Cancer. It's a great way to give back to with kids who have cancer.
Absolutely. So a lot to look forward to.
Yes, it's
so stay tuned. But this week's Sykes After Dark is sure to be a hit. Sykes will be having the UCB Touring Company along with the WCU Improv Club, which is awesome.
I know.
They're so good. We see them all the time. They are so funny. Sure to be a good night. Doors open at 9 p.m. this Friday. You don't want to miss it.
Also, if you go to Sykes After Dark, the SAC movie this week will be free. This week's movie is Unbroken and is playing at 7:30 and 10:30 all weekend.
Oh, another good one.
Yeah, all these Oscar picks.
Yeah, they have great movies. Well, the coaching staff and athletics here at WCU will be doing a perpetual Thanksgiving, a food and clothing drive run by the track and field team year-round to benefit the local community. They'll be collecting gently used clothing, gently used footwear, canned goods, non-perishable food items such as pasta, rice, cereals.
I have a ton of it.
Who doesn't? Unopened juices, and bins will be placed throughout campus. So be sure to take a look at them. Place your items there. It's so easy. People will come and pick them up, and it'll go for a great cause.
Yeah, and another great cause happening this week is the Abbey Society will be having their yard sale on March 30th through April 2nd in Sykes Common Grounds. All the proceeds will benefit the Wounded Warrior Project. And also, if you have clothes that you would like to donate, you can always stop by their office on the second floor of Sykes.
And who doesn't have clothes they'd like to donate?
I actually have 2 giant bags for them that's been sitting in my trunk all week. So.
Perfect. Well, on Monday, March 23rd and Wednesday, March 25th, in the quad, Delta Phi Epsilon and Kappa Sigma will be working together to raise money for Camp Dreamcatcher this week during their event Pluck-a-duck, which I was talking to Angelica.
Very unique. It's very different.
I was talking to Angelica before the show, and I was like, "Are you plucking an actual duck?"
Could you imagine?
I was like, "I don't
I've
understand."
never ducks all over the quad.
But you're not. You're not doing that.
They're
so
rubber
don't
duckies.
worry. They're rubber duckies.
No animals were harmed in the making of Pluck-a-duck.
Now, if you go to this event, you can be entered into an $150 Michael Kors gift card and a 32-inch TV. It's really awesome.
Big
Again,
prizes.
no animals were hurt. Really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about,
Could you
Angelica?
imagine? That'd be great.
It was really awesome. But now we're going to throw things over to Amber Key, who, as always, has our sports update for us. Amber?
Thanks, Colleen and Angelica. As our school year is quickly approaching the end, so are some of our senior athletes in their college career. Life as a student athlete isn't an easy one, and they surely deserve some recognition. This week's Sports Short would like to recognize senior Corey Blake of the men's basketball team. Corey came to Westchester in 2011 as a recruit, already getting massive attention in the PSAC East. As a freshman said to be the future star of the Golden Rams, Corey started in 21 games, playing in all 29 and averaged about 10 points per game. With 304 points in his freshman campaign, Blake was a force to be reckoned with. Fast forward to his senior year, Blake, a well-rounded athlete and aggressive rebounder, used his good instincts of the court to help bring his team to playoffs in the 2014 and 2015 season. The local product of Bayard Rustin High School averaged 14.5 points per game. Not only did he shoot the lights out of the gym, but he ranked 21st in the PSAC in rebounds, 16th in steals, as well as scoring 1,426 points in his career. Blake is ranked top 10 in WCU history to ever score that many points. Graduating in May as a communication studies major, Corey Blake plans to continue playing basketball. Who knows, maybe we'll see him on TV one day. Congratulations, Corey, and best of luck in your future career. Let's throw it over to Naeem Brown, who has an exclusive interview with the athletic training program. Naeem?
Hey, my name is Naeem Brown. I'm back in the athletic training building, and here I'm sitting with 4 of the 120 Westchester athletic training majors. So I'm pretty lucky to sit here. So, Rebecca, can you tell me exactly what's so unique and different about your major compared to other majors?
Sure. Well, we start here as freshmen. We come into the program as freshmen, and we're here obviously all 4 years. And by junior year, after a lot of our work is done in the classroom, we start clinicals. And so a lot of us are working with the Westchester athletes. Between the 4 of us here, we worked with the football team, track and field, gymnastics, and men's basketball. So we've got to work with all the Westchester athletes, which is awesome. But we also go off campus to high schools, other colleges, PT clinics for those that are interested in PT. So we work really hard in the classroom, but then we get to go out in the field and learn.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So I'm guessing this is like your home, so like when I need to come find you guys, I come here, but like this is not your average classroom. So like we're not in the gym, we're not in a classroom. So like can you tell me exactly like where are we at and like what's so like unique about this place here?
Well, we're down in Sturzenbecker Hall, down in South Campus. Right now we're in the athletic training room, which is on the ground floor. Down here is where the bulk of our duties are. So what we have down here is rehabilitation station, we have a taping station, we have a hydrotherapy room, and we have a doctor's office. Obviously with the rehabilitation station is where we get the bulk of our rehab done for the athletes who had suffered an injury. Our taping station is where we obviously tape our ankles, our wrists, or whatever other treatment our athletes need. Hydrotherapy is great for just relaxation or any other rehabilitation that our athletes need with warm, hot therapy. And then we have a doctor's exam office, which is where our team physician will take a look at our athletes after we have already seen them if they need further diagnosis. Like I said, all of our primary work that we do to get our athletes prepared is in this room. And then afterwards, we'll take our athletes out to either their practice or their game on the fields or wherever they need to be. And then we'll treat them from there if they need treatment.
Oh, wow. All right, so we got like a whole like special clinic right here. So like I understand we got Black History Month, that's a special month, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But for you guys, we got Athletic Training Month. So can you guys tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, well, in March, every March, we have National Athletic Training Month where the athletic trainers go out to advocate about our profession since many people don't know about it. And for 2015, our slogan is WCUAT, We Prepare, You Perform. So every year, we have a different slogan, so that's what our slogan is this year. So,
all 4 of us are members of our athletic training club here at Westchester, and we do a lot of fundraising events to help spread the word about our major. We have an event at PJ Wellahan's on April 2nd. It's a dine and donate that helps just advocate our profession and bring in some money that helps send us to conferences and things like that to help further our education. We also have a golf outing on April 26th, I believe, that also just helps promote our club and what we do and brings in money and revenue so that we are able to continue our education.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate talking with you guys. So now I'm just get back to the studios here.
Thanks, Naeem. It looks like the first full week of spring will actually feel like spring. Monday will be sunny but cool with a high near 40. But then the warming trend starts with Tuesday's high in the mid-40s, Wednesday's high in the low 50s, and Thursday's high in the low 60s. This warming trend will gradually bring in more cloudiness, and there is a good chance we'll see rain by Thursday. Friday should be mostly cloudy with a high in the upper 40s. Mostly sunny skies this weekend with highs both days in the 40s. I'm Lauren Alexander, and that's your weather outlook this week. Colleen and Angelica, back to you. All right, well, thank you, Lauren. So Lauren had some pretty good news.
Yeah.
It's not going to be frigid, thank goodness.
Not as warm as summer, but we're almost there.
Almost there. But now we're going to talk about a new segment that we're actually bringing on to WC Weekly.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Me
So,
too.
as you know, we have the quad on. Sometimes we do a spotlight for that. But now we're going to incorporate WCUR, the Curve 91.7. Now, here on Weekly, we're trying to make all our media consistent, and we were actually able to get 2 new anchors to, talk about WCUR and all the awesome things that they're doing. So I'm going to throw it over to the studio to Chris Black and Peyton. Guys.
Take it away.
What's going on, WCU Weekly? I'm Chris.
And I'm Peyton.
And we are WCUR 91.7, The Curve, Westchester, your on-campus radio station. Now, we're just here to tell you a bit about what we do. We are a broadcast radio station located on the top floor of Sykes, and we like to promote new artists and get people excited about what's going on campus. So, I'm our general manager. I'm the leader of the organization. Peyton
Is the social media director, so I'm in charge of doing all the tweets and Facebooks and Instagram posts.
She is tweeting it up. And so we are here today. Peyton, why don't you tell them why we're here today?
We're here today because we're going to start giving you guys the inside scoop on what's going on here at the radio station on a weekly basis.
And along with that, we also have some promotions to give away. We want to not only talk about news, we want to get people excited and involved. So we're going to be giving some stuff away, some cool stuff that you can only get by watching WCU Weekly.
Get excited.
Absolutely. I'm excited just sitting here right now. I might not sound like it, but I promise I am. Another thing we want to do today is we want to promote our website. You can check us out right after this. Go over to WCUR.org. Pretty cool. You can live stream whoever is spinning the records in there. You can submit your own music for review by our music director, potentially get on air. It's a great way to get your name out there. You can also, if you have any organization, you can submit news, and we'll make sure we get the word out for you. The website's very easy to use, and it emails directly to myself, so I'll make sure that gets taken care of. Lastly, Peyton?
We would like to promote the new Twitter we've created this year. It's at 917WCUR. So you should follow that for all the tweets. We live tweet shows sometimes, tweet about giveaways, all that fun stuff.
So get on that. One more time, that's WCUR.org for the website, and follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. We'll be back in a week or two to update you with something pretty cool. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll tell you it's definitely worth sticking around for. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
I'm Kristen here in the quad office with Molly Herbison. Molly, you're the entertainment editor, correct?
That's right.
Awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about what's featured this week?
Yeah, we have a great section this week. We have an article on Kendrick Lamar's latest album, Kelly Clarkson's latest album, but we also have local things like the Jazz Festival that just happened at WCU.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. So can you tell me a little bit more about how if you're local you can get featured in the quad?
Right, so we do feature local bands, and we have a ton of great music writers. So if you wanted to be featured in the quad, you could just get into contact with me through email, and I would love to set you up with one of our writers.
Awesome. So make sure that if you have a local band, you contact Molly to be featured in the quad. And also make sure that you pick up this week's edition of the quad. Back to the studio.
Well, thanks, Kristen. I'm here with Dave Parsons as well as Brendan Bearcat, who are two representatives of Conquer Cancer, and they have a fun event happening this Thursday, right? Is that why you brought pillowcases?
Yes, this Thursday we're going to have a pillowcase sewing day in the Sykes Ballrooms. Anyone can come in and make a pillowcase just like this, and all the pillowcases will be distributed to local hospitals and brighten the day of a child that's been diagnosed with cancer.
I love that. I think it's a really neat idea. It doesn't sound too complicated, but I do not know how to sew. Do you know how to sew, Angelica?
I have no idea.
No, do you guys know how to sew?
I
Kind of.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
kind
know
of.
how to sew. However, at the event, we'll have people trained on sewing machines, as well as detailed instructions next to every machine. So if I can sew, then so can you.
I love that. You guys should put that on a shirt.
Yes. If I can sew, so can you. Good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Good rule of thumb.
Now, I love the story behind it. Can you elaborate a little bit more on it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Conquer Cancer started in the Malvern area. Ryan Kerr was diagnosed with cancer at a very young age, but he was very upbeat about it, and his mother, Cindy, he made him this pillowcase to decorate his hospital room, and he just really loved it, and then she started making more. Unfortunately, he lost his battle to cancer a little while later, but then Cindy started the nonprofit Conquer Cancer from that, and they made thousands and thousands of pillowcases throughout the United States.
That's awesome.
I love that. Really sweet idea. It's so nice to think that you're going to be making this pillowcase that's going to go to a child to really brighten up their day, brighten up their hospital room. And it's easy, right? You said you're going to have sewers.
Very easy.
So tell me one more time. The event is taking place this Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Thursday?
This Thursday, March 26th, in the Sykes Ballrooms from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It only takes about 20 to 30 minutes per pillowcase, and you can come and go as you please.
So easy.
Yeah.
Such a great way to give back.
Yeah, so come on in. Stop on in between classes, 20 minutes at this Thursday in Sykes. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you get a lot of pillowcases made. I think that you will. Sounds like a really great event.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now we're going to send things over to Ashley, who's going to be talking about the Greek community. Ashley?
Thanks, Colleen and Angelica. Right now, I'm joined by AJ Litchfield, president of our campus's Sigma Alpha Epsilon chapter. AJ, thank you for being here today. 2 weeks ago, a video surfaced of chapter members from the University of Oklahoma singing a racist chant that included slurs and claimed there would never be a black member of SAE. How did your chapter react to the news of this video?
Well, first of all, Ashley, thank you for having me today. When the news first surfaced, we were really hurt and betrayed by what we saw. We were in disbelief that people that we ever considered to be our brothers were using such ludicrous terms, just so disrespectful. But now that we've had a chance to kind of internalize the situation, our chapter is more ready and determined, motivated to address the problem and figure out a solution, how we can move forward and make sure an event like that never happens at Westchester or just anywhere in general again.
Okay, definitely sounds like a good plan to move forward. On Wednesday, the executive director of the fraternity, Blaine Ayers, held a press conference where he said, the chant in the video is ugly, it is demoralizing, and absolutely counter to the values of SAE. What are your core values, and how would you like to really showcase and exemplify those values on Westchester's campus?
Well, our fraternity is founded on the basis of striving to be a true gentleman. That's the name of our creed, which is part of our ritual. We say it before every chapter meeting that we have every week, which can basically be boiled down to three main values: respect, humility, and tolerance. That's exemplified perfectly in the first line of the creed, which goes, "The true gentleman is the man whose conduct proceeds from goodwill and an acute sense of propriety." Our members strive to live by that every day, whether that's as simple as holding a door open for someone on campus or putting in weeks of effort into a philanthropy event where we raise money for our national philanthropy, which is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We try to do this, we try to live by the true gentleman, so basically on campus we're seen as people who just put others before ourselves, regardless of any other outside factors.
Those are definitely important values. And during the press conference, Ayers also mentioned a plan for eliminating instances of racial discrimination by having diversity training for all its members. What actions do you think can be taken within fraternities to prevent not only racism, but discrimination in any form of minority group?
Well, I think it's important to realize that this is a problem that needs to be addressed by the entire Westchester community, not just fraternities or sororities or Greek life in general, but it's a problem that affects everybody on campus. In the short term, we have an open forum for next Thursday, or this coming Thursday. We'll have more information on that coming shortly. Everybody will be up to date on that.
Okay.
We'll send out an email or something for everybody to see. In the long term, I think it's really important that we make sure that we teach this understanding of this is a really serious issue to the members coming in every semester, so that as the fraternity and sorority life community grows, it just becomes something where it happens over time that you just realize it's not okay, it's not allowed in our community, and hopefully we can be more proactive and really get rid of these problems.
Once again, I would like to thank you, AJ, for coming on to the show. Do you have any closing remarks or anything you'd like to add that you want Westchester's campus to know?
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Ashley. Lastly, Sigma Alpha Epsilon has released an official statement that's on the Fraternity and Sorority Life Facebook page for anybody to go check out if you want to know more about where we stand. Feel free to contact me or anybody else of our chapter if you want to learn more about the situation and where we're going from here. But I think for now, that's it. Thank you so much.
No problem, thank you. Now, before we close, we actually have 3 other members of Greek Life who want to showcase all the positives that Greek Life has to offer and that a few students' actions does not define a whole community. Please introduce yourselves and your affiliation.
My name is Richard Guyton. I'm a member of Pi Kappa Phi, and I'm the Vice President of Operations for the Interfraternal Council.
My name is Aaliyah Chisholm. I'm a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, and I'm the President of the Black and Latino Greek Council.
And my name's Ashley Henry. I'm a member of Alpha Sigma Tau, and I'm the President of the Panhellenic Council.
And now, did you guys have some words that you'd like to showcase the positives of Greek Life?
Yeah, I'd like to talk just to sort of start the conversation with one of the biggest reasons why Greek life and fraternity and sorority life, is beneficial for the community as a whole. It offers an amazing concept, what we refer to as brotherhood and sisterhood, and it gives people that usually come from a variety of backgrounds and a diverse group of people a sort of common connection, and it's incredibly valuable here at the university.
Okay.
A lot of our members are involved outside of Greek life as well. We have members who are part of the Black Student Union, POASIS. We have members involved with WCUWeekly as well. One of the members of the Black and Latino Greek Council, Nia Andrews, just recently became the newest Miss WCU, so that's really great for us as well.
And our 3 councils definitely work together. The Panhellenic Council, the Black Latino Greek Council, and the Interfraternal Council. We're highly involved in philanthropy and community service, both locally and nationally. We not only give thousands of dollars annually from our groups to our many different philanthropies, we also donate countless hours throughout the Westchester community at nursing homes, schools, food banks, and more. So we strive to give back to the community as much as possible, and we try to give back as much as we get from our own chapters.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. For any more information, feel free to check out any of the websites below. Colleen and Angelica, back to you.
Thank you, Ashley. Well, I am graduating
Yes, you
soon. It's so sad. I never thought this day would come, but I'm graduating in May, which means that you,
You're not.
well, you need a new co-anchor.
I do. I need someone to take Colleen's seat.
You do.
So if you think that you can be the next Colleen Fox,
next
the next WCU Weekly co-host alongside of me, be sure to check out our Facebook event. I've been posting it a million times on our Facebook page. Auditions will start Monday, March 30th in the DMC where we record, and they start at 1 o'clock. So please RSVP to the event, and that's how you'll get the script. And a fun little thing that we're going to work into, the anchor will be announced on April 6th. So that'll be your first episode. We're just going to take your auditions and loop it around campus. So
Loop it to the whole student body.
So this is your chance, guys. So if you think you got it, come on out.
Yeah, it's going to be really great. I am so sad to leave WCU Weekly. It's been absolutely my most favorite thing to do at Westchester University. So I highly encourage anyone to just come on out and try it.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really neat. I encourage everyone. I love it. I'm really sad to be leaving.
You're not leaving, though.
But with that being said, that concludes this week's episode of WCU Weekly. If you have anything you'd like to read on air, be sure to email us at wcuweekly@wcupa.edu.
And be sure to follow us on Twitter as well as Facebook so that you can stay updated on auditions and everything that's happening around campus.
Until next time, I'm Colleen Fox.
And I'm Angelica Fenori.
Have a great week, Westchester University.
And an even better weekend.
10 in WCU history, ever to score. What? No, go back. Sorry. Blake is ranked top 10. Blake is. Okay. Blank.
WCUR The Curve. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be so stupid. It's going to be all.